Welcome. I'm back with another segment of the Love and Respect Experience. The author of the book I'm reading from is Dr. Emerson Riches. How y'all doing? For myself, I'm a little pleased. I'm almost through with this. I'm a little pleased that I could remember some things accurate. You know, I didn't have to take a lot of time thinking about what I've been through and what I've done. You know, so once again, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries. Let's go and get into chapter 46. The title is Groupthink Can Be Toxic to Your Marriage. Groupthink. Now, this chapter I'm reading, you know what I mean, it ain't concrete in my memory. You know what I mean? It's probably a chapter I scammed through because of the title. And see, one thing I never did was take my business around my associates. Now, like Russ Andre Shelton Soul, you know what I mean? I sit and I chop it up with him because I know it don't go nowhere else. You know what I mean? And two can be a group because more than one person, you know, but sometimes putting your business into a group, you don't get the best answers. You don't get the best solutions. And then your business is everywhere. You know what I mean? When honestly, my first, how to put it, where you're supposed to start at is with your spouse. If it ain't working with your spouse, find some counseling somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Some professional counseling, not no sidewalk counselor. You understand what I'm saying? No parking lot counselor. You get what I'm saying? You understand? Not a person that explaining you what you should be doing and they still doing the same stuff you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? You're getting your information from a hypocrite. Not saying it's not genuine information, but if this man gonna explain some stuff to you, right? He got you caught up on this through words, right? Doesn't the person that's speaking, that's sharing some good information with you, is held to show it in actions? You get what I'm now? You follow me? To show it in actions? Okay. You feel me? Cause see, if your spouse know that person, you understand? Your spouse, that go for man or woman. Your spouse know that person, and you come all of a sudden sound all bright. It get the well, who she talking to? Who he talking to? Then they find out who the person is. They may not even like the person. So what you think they doing? They ain't taking what you have to say, whether it's the right thing to say, it's the right solution. They're not going to take it serious. They're not. They don't even want to hear nothing that person got to say because they know that person a dog. You understand what I'm saying? That person a dog want to his or her friends out. So they don't even want to hear that. You understand me now? Let's get into chapter 47. The verse comes from Proverbs 13:20. Anyone who walks with wise people grows wise, but a companion of foolish people suffers harm. Is that not what I just explained? Is that not what I just explained? Because this is what I'm trying to say. What Proverbs 13:20 said is how I'm trying to explain when you're in a group and you're sharing your business and you're looking for feedback. Anywho, let's go and get into this. what that is, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 6 more. I'm almost done. Ever hear of groupthink? It is a typical practice amongst the pink gender, but men do it too in their own blue way. Picture a group of gals who get together regularly for coffee or lunch. As often as not, the subject of husbands comes up and they compare notes on what their husband do to drive them a little crazy. As they talk, the picture that gets painted ranges from unfavorable to downright negative. If a wife in the group raises a voice of dissent by pointing out that men are not wrong, just different, she is pressured to change her erroneous perspective, or she is kindly dismissed as a lucky exception. If there are other wives present who really agree with the dissenter, they are likely to remain quiet, thinking that solidarity in the group takes precedence over honest discussion of the facts. You feel me? See, that's a sisterhood. You understand what I'm saying? They're not getting too much into a brotherhood because, see, as I explained to a young man, men don't have a genuine brotherhood, a solid brotherhood. These women out here, they have a solid sisterhood. You got what I'm saying? I don't care how much money you got, how much you take care of your woman. When the day come, her sisters, you got me? Her group of women don't like you, you out, you kapoof. They're trying to figure out now, especially if you're married, they're trying to figure out now how to get you a divorce and get you some money. You understand what I'm saying? Get you some money. You feel me? You got it? You know, y'all women stand in your sister piss, manure, lies. You understand what I'm saying? I tip my hat off to y'all for that because it shows how much loyalty you have for each other. But I never could understand how could you stand in your sister lie? That makes you a liar. You understand what I'm saying? How can you defend her on a lie? You feel me? You understand? See, me and Dre, once again, rest his soul, we had our own brotherhood. And what we didn't do, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I mean? Like, he have how to put it? He have repeated what I've told him. I didn't ask him to lie. You got what I'm saying? I just didn't tell him the whole situation. I was out cheating. You understand what I'm saying? I told him I was going to go do something else. So that's what he relayed to the woman that came asking where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? You got me. Later on, he found out, okay, yeah, he was out with another woman. Because he pulled me on. He said, why didn't you tell me what was really up? I could have better explained it. And like I told him, I don't need him to lie for me. You got what I'm saying? That's why I said that throughout our friendship, you know what I mean, I had to curve him on some things. Some things ain't for him to know. Because I don't need your mouth in it. I don't need you to know that in case you're not on your P's and Q's and you slip out and say, well, no, he said he was here. I don't need you to know where I'm at. I'm out here doing this dirt. I don't need you in my dirt. Point blank, period. But, you know, what we didn't do, we didn't lie to these women, and we won't gonna lie to each other. You know what I mean? A lie ruined everything for me, especially with a man. You got what I'm saying? My woman, I may sit there and I may, you know what I mean, forgive. But, these men, even family, I can't stand the lie part. That the part, I don't want to be around you no more. Because, see, you lie to me once, you lie to me again. If you lie, you steal. If you steal, you'll kill. I don't need that around me. They ain't nothing but a bunch of evil baggage around you, helping you self-destruct. You got me? Helping you self-destruct. Because, see, what that person do rubs off on you. What you do rubs off on that person. Let's get back into this read. Husbands can also be guilty of groupthink by reducing women to one sentence description, such as women, you can't live with them, but you can't live without them. Right here, I raise my hand to that too. That's a true statement. You know what I mean? You can't live without them. Sometimes you can't even live with them. You feel what I'm saying? It's a yin and a yang to women. Real talk. That's why I say you have to understand the person you're with. That way you know how to talk to that person. You know how to treat that person. You feel me? You understand? Or women are emotional and unreasonable. Or, oh, the drama. Yes, there can be husbands who don't use these phrases, but they usually stay silent because they don't want to appear henpecked or unmanly. Now, to be honest, how to put this? It can be a group of us talking about our woman. I don't care what subject they touch on. You know what I mean? I have an opinion. I have an issue. I have a situation I could bring to this group that some of you may not have been through it, so you don't understand how to even help me deal with it. You feel me? Then it's some things people say, I really don't even want to talk about it. You got what I'm saying? I don't even want to express my opinion about it because I know you don't get it. I know you will never get it because there are some things you have already showed me that you don't see that side of a woman. You feel me? You don't see that side. You have not had to deal with that type of woman. So why are you talking? Why are you? Some things, people don't need your opinion. People don't need your resolutions. You understand what I'm saying? Your solutions. They don't need it. All they need is your ear. Because they want to get it up out them. You feel me? They want someone to talk to. And let us not forget TV, films, and other media which often spew forth groupthink of one kind of another. Putting down husbands as simple-minded oofs or labeling women or labeling women as overdramatic basket cases just to get laughs. Warning, groupthink can be toxic to your marriage and must be countered with Godthink. By buying into the typical stereotypes about what is wrong with men or women, wives or much more, likely to see their husbands only through their pink sunglasses, and husbands will see their wives only through their blue ones. This is a surefire way to feed the crazy cycle. For example, when a wife reacts negatively because she is feeling unloved, a groupthink influenced husband could either dismiss her reaction just being over dramatic again. Instead of looking more deeply into her heart to try to understand her, which is what God commands, results she will feel even more unloved. Now peep this. A lot of you women are dramatic. You know, you got a lot of drama with you. You feel me? A lot of you men out here is dramatic and have a lot of drama with you. And you know, that comes from being spoiled. That comes from your mama, your daddy, your oldest brother, your uncle letting you know and showing you you're a princess and you're looking for this in every man you meet. And what you don't understand, what you don't get, there are men in this world that didn't even treat their own children as princesses. You feel me? So if you think you're going to get the same result from out of that man, you're not. If that man think he's going to get a queen out of a frog, no, you're not. You feel me? You're not going to get that. What's the saying? You can't change a whore to a housewife, right? Ain't that the saying? If I got some viewers in here my age, go on school of youth. If I got some youth in here looking that understand what I'm saying or even heard it before, school your peers. You got what I'm saying? You can't change a whore to a housewife. You feel me? You get me? husband reacts negatively because he is feeling disrespected, a groupthink influenced wife could just write him off as childish, narcissistic, chauvinistic, or even abusive instead of seeking God's help to dig beneath the surface to discover what is wrong. Result, he will feel even more disrespected. You got me? How to put it? A man or a woman, your spouse explains to you right now, I don't feel like talking about it, but you just right there keep digging into it, digging into it, digging into it when a person don't feel like talking about something. Why not, if you don't have a good memory, why not jot it down somewhere and revisit it later when your spouse feel like talking about it? And the thing about being married, I'm gonna go back to the word sacrifice. See, it should never be, I don't feel like talking about it. But it also should never be, you won't talk to me now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you can't make a person do something they don't want to do. It don't do nothing but make them more madder, make them more pissed. And they could be pissed at something else, but now they're pissed with you also. But my point I'm making is this, you should always be able to talk to your spouse. It don't matter what emotion your spouse is in. You should always be able to converse. And that's why I say sometimes you have to know how to speak. You have to know the first word, the first sentence is going to get you a dialogue, a conversation. And that means you have to what? Present yourself in a way to your spouse where that she could be mad with you, with the world. But how you asked and how you presented your question, how you presented the open words of y'all conversation was enough for her to say, you know something, let's talk about it. In either case, groupthink wins the day. Your marriage loses, and around the crazy cycle can spin. To paraphrase today's scripture verse, foolish people succumb to groupthink. Wise people use God think and stop the crazy cycle cold. You feel me? You know what God think is? You think godly. You do godly. You feel me? You have patience. You feel me? What else? Understanding. You hear me? Patience, understanding. If you have those two things in a conversation, you got it. Cause see, like I said, sometimes you go to your spouse, you want to talk about something, but to them it's not the right time. So what you got to do, have some patience. If they feel like talking to you in that moment and it sounds like they're going all around the bush, up the street, around the corner, all the way to the next state just to give an answer, just to keep the conversation going, you got to have enough patience for that. Anywho, I am the nasty pastor. We just finished up chapter 47. And please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries. And once again, if I don't love you, then don't nobody else love you. I'm out.